York City Controller, the former JFREJ Board co-chair, and the best third place finisher in New York City mayoral history. The first cup of wine is the cup of sanctification as we work to create a holy space in which to celebrate together. The Torah tells us that God said, "I will bring you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians." How we have wished over centuries for an active God to bring us out from Egypt, from all the narrow places, the places where we have been burdened. Of course, when it comes in the Passover story, God's deliverance is complicated. When we get to the second cup of wine, we'll take a drop out of the cup for each one of the 10 plagues that were inflicted upon the Egyptians as part of God's deliverance. And I have to tell you that the 10th one especially, I have long struggled with. One drop out of your cup for the slaying of the firstborn doesn't seem like an adequate reckoning. Isn't it wrong to kill other people's children? Even your enslavers, isn't it wrong to kill or abduct other people's children? These days especially, the derangement of killing and jailing children has grown far too wide. We recently saw an attacker drive a truck full of explosives into a synagogue in West Bloomfield, Michigan, filled with hundreds of preschool children. We recently saw our country, Donald Trump, launch a Tomahawk missile that killed hundreds of Iranian children at a girls' school in Tehran. In Gaza, Israel killed over 20,000 Palestinian children, 1,000 of them under the age of 1. And here, closer to home, ICE has detained and jailed thousands of children over the last year. Isn't it wrong to kill or enslave other people's children? This year, thanks to Moment Magazine, I found a medieval midrash in Exodus Rabbah that helped me wrestle with this question in a new way. Exodus Rabbah 18:2 says that on that fateful night of the 10th plague, some Egyptians, having heard what was coming, took their firstborn kids to their Israelite neighbors and said, "Take this one and let them stay with you for the night." And Exodus Rabbah says that some of those Israelite parents welcomed the firstborn children of their enslavers into their house and put them in bed with their children. And you got to imagine the dialogue that they had, the inner dialogue of their kids saying, "What are you doing? I thought we were getting free tomorrow. You marked the doorpost. Wasn't that for protection?" And those parents had to have said in their minds, "Dear one, I love you more than life itself, and we have fought so hard for your freedom, and I will not let you grow up in a world where you think your parents would stand by at the killing of other people's children." That's a question we asked at our Seder table this year. Would we take the children of Egyptian families, of Palestinian families, of Iranian families, of Lebanese families, of Venezuelan families, of Cuban families into our home? Because whatever drives God's inscrutable judgment to kill the firstborn, down here on this earth, sanctification, redemption, if it comes, will come from the actions that we take, like those Israelite parents who welcomed the children of their enslavers into their homes. And with that spirit of liberation, we say tonight our first cup of wine blessing, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Borei pari hagafen, l'chaim, to life.